Oh, oh, chat. I'm so fucking tired today, chat. I know some of you are still you're still edging from yesterday, so I'll let you finish. 10 seconds. That's about as good as any fucking what are we're not talking about the Martyr challenge. What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are out there in the world. My name is Milkkrates, the level 60 OnlyFists hardcore rogue. Server first. Could be world first. We're gonna pass on Ramdas right now. Appreciate it, buddy, but we'll come back. It's gonna be a short stream. I'm so fucking tired. Hi. If this is the first time you're tuning into the channel, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. We hit 60 yesterday. It was super cool. So awesome. We love to see it. Love to hear it. What else do we got going on today? We're probably gonna do something with Herbvendor later on. But I'm not gonna put that on the title right now. Dude, you've been farming points. Never close this. Like, oh, thanks for reminding me. I needed to close this fucking tab, Milk. We're jumping right in. I got like 30 minutes. I think he might be on. I gotta ping him. Hooray. So I did this whole cool sequence yesterday when I hit 60, where I animated the entire Old Enough, like, you know, the Japanese Netflix show Old Enough. I animated the entire like intro sequence, and I did it, and nobody fucking got it. Nobody got the reference. So I was like, God damn it, dudes! I posted it on a bunch of different Discords, and all of those people didn't get it either. And I was like, yo, you chronically online, mentally ill fucking gooners, just literally pop open Facebook, or what am I saying? Pop open Netflix and fucking... God damn. Nobody did. Nobody did. Nobody got it. TSM. Do I need it right now? I have no poisons. Fellow TSM user. Yes, dude. I have ascended. So, let's see. Yesterday, you know what? We actually got to fly to... I got to set this... Hey, chat! Blood and thunder. We got to set our Hearthstone to Kargath. That's why I'm here. And we're going to Undercity because I need to learn crossbows because I got my Prebus yesterday, or 2 days ago. Yesterday. I don't remember. What do you need? Check the VODs. You guys want to play some Poke Smash or Pass? We got like 400 away, and then we're going to do the bracket tournament. Ugh. We've gone through 600 Pokemon. And this chat has determined that they would fuck 100 out of those 600 Pokemon. Mine, for some reason, won't properly since 6 days ago. You can try... Well, update your add-on. But then also, make sure that you go to TSM. Here, we'll just go through this real quick. You can... just, like, reinstall the application, but go on the website and make sure that you're connected properly to the server. Also, the music is kind of loud. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Real quick though, before we jump over to TSM. I was looking at my Prebis list. Is it not going to load the model now? Somebody very acutely pointed out to me yesterday while I was doing my whole thing with the Narcissus, where you can see, where is it? You can see I have 15% hit, which, like, technically speaking, it's fine because you need 19 for like full cap in classic, but it is too much because my offhand isn't going to be doing a majority of my damage, so I can fill that up with like other statistics. Anyway, this is our Prebis list. I don't know why it's not generating the model. I'm gonna look like a really cool pirate. The only thing that we can really realistically target for today is like none of these. Fuck. Black Hand's Breath. I can do Black Hand's Breath. If I do one UVRS, I can get that. And then if I get really lucky, I can get Eye of Ren and True Strike's Shoulders. But we already have 3 items of our Prebis. And under this build, it's showing that I have 11% hit. And that's because I'm talented into precision. So I'm getting an extra 5%. So, I don't know. I'm going to keep playing with it. Yep. Trade Skill Master. I forgot the name of the website. Down, barrel. Don't turn away from the down. Let's see here. I need classic. North America. Hardcore. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm not... Oh, hold on. It'd probably help if I had the application open too. All right. Anyway, sorry. Someone just whispered me in the game. Where do I do this? Under account. Just make sure that this is not like sensitive information. It is. Oh, that's not great. Let's see. This is like a completely different website. What did they do? Why did they change it? I just need... Is there a paid option for it now? Oh my god. I think... Okay. Because there's no heat map. There used to be a place in here where you would log your realms that you're on. Oh, also, this is great. Community groups are fucking awesome here. this, add. Okay, and then you come in here and you slash TSM. You go to groups. You click import. You paste the string. Import it. And then I forget how to rename it, but this is a good setup here. Oh my god, it's so well organized. Yo, great job, Bayart. And then there's another one. You can put your ledger on the website. That seems so silly. All right, well, yeah, that's TSM. You shouldn't, I don't think you should have an issue, Mercy. Let me know if you do. We can go through it. We're only doing a short stream tonight because I'm exhausted from yesterday. The last 3 days I've been up until like 4 a.m. It's not good for me. Especially because I'm with my kids this week, which is why I have blurry background instead of my empty white walls behind me. My house in Philly. I'm thinking this Willie's back scratcher I'm going to play with for a little bit. But I'm going to play with Willie's Willie. But I think I want to get to Herd Smashers.
My boy did Hunter, I mean Milk. He did it. He didn't even have to use crack. He got his rogue to 60. The guy, let's have a celebratory sniff to celebrate this monumentous occasion. There's that nurse, Kamala.
Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? What did you just do to fucking Joe, man? What did you do to Sleepy Joe? That's insane. Oh my god. Hold on, I need to see which one is the active and which one is not the active. I think it's this one. TTS. Excuse me. It's a good one. Joe short-circuited and took a nap. Yeah, no kidding. All right, I'm gonna... Hold on, we're gonna try something really quick. We're gonna remove this. And I'm gonna do TTS. Oh, whoops, I fucked it up. I forgot my own. Stand by. We're deleting that comment. Anyway. Yeah.
Hey, it's me, Garrett, your friend on Bomna. I just wanted to say I'm Ryan Shutt and I'm gay, and I'm also Obama and I'm gay. Here's a free tip.
Don't give Joe ice cream after dinner.
Did you hear that twice? Weapon Master. Oh, I should probably add him. What? Priest and warrior trainer. With a weapon master. I feel like it's like a pretty good spot for him to be like right here. Interesting. Interesting. Oh my god. Oh, I literally ran right by him. Archibald. Cool. What? Why can't I put these in here? What? What is going on? Oh, yo, I found out that the reason why I kept getting that the Masters alert yesterday is because they said I was doing such a good job that they give me extra time on it, and I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. It kind of sucks. Yo, ZZZ ad. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Enjoy your follower emotes. Milk. Nice to meet you, man. Hope you're having a wonderful evening, or whatever part of the day it is by you. I need to go this way. This way. Wait, no, Poison's is right here. I'm starting to learn, dude. He's learning. Only took me all the way to 60 to figure it out. Or, holy shit, man. That kind of sucks. So that's 20. What? And then crystal vials. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Ugh. Inspiration. Why can't I put these in the... Something's bugged. Something's bugged, man. Ugh. Yeah, so the Matchmasters thing, they said that like my stream so much they gave me 3 extra days. And I was like, cool. Update your goddamn metrics. Because people said they installed it. I don't fucking know. Play the game if you want to. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's the only game that I would ever fucking advertise for. In terms of mobile games, because I actually played it. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin with our pre-bis grind. So we need everything. Let me probably close my social panel. Inspiration. Oh, you know what? I need to make crippling too as well. Oh my god.
Anna Jill, give me some gosh darn ice cream, you old bitch.
Don't give that loser any ice cream. Ice cream is for winners like me and that rogue, Milk. Milk is the greatest hardcore rogue.
Oh, thanks.
No one is better. He's the best.
That.
If you don't think so, you're dumb. And
Well,
I've got a university for you to go to.
What university? Is it Trump's university? Is that what you're about to fucking... I'm not promoting that on stream. What is this? 4. We can sell that. Okay. You know what I could go do is start the 4-drink quest. I think I might do that, actually. I think I might go start the quest for the Mark of 4-drink. I just go see if there's like a... If there's a pre-quest I gotta do for it. What the fuck? Also, I need to update my favorite streamers, my suggesteds. Because almost none of them stream anymore. When not just the ground grows tall. We'll mail that to ourselves. We did get the trap hook jerkin yesterday, which is technically better than mine, but I like mine anyway. It's 9. No, it's only 7 more attack power. So I'm cool on that. Interesting. I always go up the wrong way. Alright, let's go do that. Let's go start the 4-drink quest while we're waiting on, because I think that's really the only thing I'm really doing today. Is, I'm gonna help out our vendor. Get on. What? How do you get... What? Why is that even open in hardcore? That's crazy. Yeah, you know what I just realized? I haven't used sticky glue one time. 1 to 60. Okay. Okay, cool. That worked. We're good. We're chilling. I used Whale the Banshee on Patchwork last week, but it's really a waste. Why? Why is it a waste? Isn't that... That's like our bag of marbles, right? That's like what Horde can do? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, let's get an Argent Dawn commission. Take up another bag slot. Let's pick up Baroff Family Fortune. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know who's here right now. If anybody was here yesterday, at the end of the stream, I went through what's coming next, right? We can go over that really quickly. So obviously, we finished the OnlyFists Rogue Challenge. We are going to continue playing him, like obviously right now, but it's going to be a little bit more intermittent because I want to start an alt. I kind of want to start a new challenge at the same time. Like I want to level a Warlock, just level a Warlock in Hardcore because like that's my fucking class. So I think I'm just going to do that just normal. Probably won't stream that too much. That'll probably just be like a for fun thing. As far as the Rogue Challenge is concerned, we're still going to continue doing fist weapons, right? We are actually going to finish rule number 4 for all of the zones that we've started that haven't finished. So technically, there's one quest in Feralis, but it's a level 60 quest, so it doesn't really matter. Tanaris, there's like 2 quests we have left in there. Let's just go to the map. Blasting Ledge, Searing Gorge, we have like 2 quests left. Fellwood, there's like a small handful. Burning Steps, same thing. There's like 1 quest left there. Winter Spring, we have like a handful. But they're all like the elite quests at the end. ABS. What is it? What does ABS stand for? Baby, you gotta stream it. Always be streaming. Oh. Always be streaming. I got it. Thank you. Yeah. But like, I'm streaming the same category. So it'll be like, I'm going to be streaming my regular schedule and I'll probably add in some time here and there, but it's not going to be like, not to be confused with IBS. That's where I thought that it was like automatic bowel syndrome instead of irritable bowel syndrome, where it's just like you just have a constant stream of diarrhea coming out of you at all times. And that's just, sounds like a dream, honestly. Anyway, as far as like Eastern Plaguelands, Western Plaguelands is concerned, I will work on it over time, but that's like a super long-term goal. Everything else, I think over the next 2 weeks, we'll probably finish out the quest map just so it looks nice and clean. And what the fuck else here? Yeah, so we'll do that. We're going to keep fists only. I'm going to get a pair of bracers, and apparently Shadowcraft bracers are like the fucking rarest in the game. They're like on the auction house for 300 gold, so get those when we get those. Handouts, I mean, like if someone wants to give me something, it's fine. I would say like within reason. And that's pretty much it. I had a dream today, because I took a nap today, so I'm so fucking tired, that I accidentally equipped a sword, and then I had to log on my fucking character to double check to make sure that I didn't even have swords trained.
Go forth to victory. Go with honor.
Oh, dude, we're 5 away from... Oh, that's so good. That's so hot. Well, dear, you...
What do you require?
Oh. Like, I don't really have any interest in doing these quests, at least on this character. You'll be running a lot of Ubers, a lot of Skullmans, a lot of Stratholm this week. But, so I'm trying to hopefully get a group. Like, get into a group. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's very similar how, like, hardcore and Mythic Plus communities are here, where it's just like everybody has like their own group, and it's usually like it's usually 4 or 5 people, and you're always like the odd man out. You're running BRD for more Dark Iron scraps. You just want another 30. You another 30 slot paladin. Man's addicted over here. Got corrode addicted to the fucking bag, dude. Took a whiff. That's all it took. I know, dude. I feel it. I feel it. I only have 14 slaughters right now. And look, I'm like... I mean... this I can just get rid of. I'm not doing the Dark Iron thing anytime soon. Is this worth anything? No. I could probably send the Mage Weave over to the bank alt. Too many people. I think I got somebody talking to themselves in one of the channels. Oh my god. Last armoring run probably prayed for Ravager. I'll tell you about some ravaging, my friend. You ever been on online dating before? Like in your late 20s and 30s? You ever done that to yourself? I'll tell you. It was one of the most wild experiences as an adult to get into online dating again. I feel like I have some of the best stories that someone could tell about online dating in like the most successful way possible, depending on what your goals are, right? So like, let's see, there's this like I've got like 5 to share. 5 like right off the rip that I can think of. So let's see. Let's talk about the dog girl first, then we'll talk about the feet girl. I got a lot of stories. And then we'll talk about the mom. And then we'll talk about the yeah, we'll talk about the therapist. And then I think that's a good place for us to start. All right, which one? I think I need all 3 of these really quick. So let me just check. So you got to do 20. Fuck. Yo. All right. Wait, I have to write it down. I have to write down the list. Something's attacking me? All right, so we're going to talk about was it? I said dog. Dog girl. Oh, the flight attendant. We gotta talk about the flight attendant. We'll talk about feet girl. Talk about flight attendant. I should have done this beforehand. Talking about the mom, and then the therapist. Damn. Anyway, right, so Dog Girl. Dog Girl is a really good friend of mine now, actually, but I would say right after... I do. I really do. In, like, some of the worst way possibles, man. Dog Girl and I are very good friends now. She follows the stream. We're IRL friends now. But when I first started online dating, I was just like a horny mess, you know, just wanted to get laid. You know, just really missed intimate human physical connection. And so I see Dog Girl on Hinge, and one of her photos was just straight up like complete see-through clothing. And I like simply made a comment that I was just like, hey, I can see your entire butthole and pussy in that. And she was like, great, you're the first one to see it. And I was like, cool, what do I win? And then she gives me her phone number. And then like 3 hours later, I'm driving 3 hours. I'm driving 3 hours away to her house to basically give her the business all night long. I get there and, like, you know, nice pleasantries. Hey, good to meet you, whatever. She left out the fact that she owns 5 dogs, and not like it was northwest from where I was, and not like 5 small dogs. It was like 5 very large dogs we're talking about. Like, she had a pit bull, and she had it's like the dog that looks like a German Shepherd, but it's not a German Shepherd. And she had 2 labs, and then I think she had another pit bull. And she was like, I just want you to know, like, my dogs are like aggressively friendly, but they don't mean any harm. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, is it cool if I bring them out? I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. Like, I've worked with dogs my whole life. I was like the kid that you would call to watch your dogs when you'd go on vacation. And anyway, like, meet her outside when I get to her place, and we start smoking a joint. She lets her dogs out, and they are just fucking on top of me. And I'm like, yo, they are very aggressive. This is crazy. And she was like, yeah, it's fine. We go inside her house, and then I'm in her kitchen, and it's like a, you know, it's like a smaller, like one story ranch or whatever. And I'm like, really, like, I'm like uncomfortably high because I don't really smoke weed a lot, but I was doing it because I was gonna get laid, and like, why not? It seemed fun, seemed cool. I'm hip, I'm still with it, you know, like, I'm come on, man. Well, it was only 32 at the time, like 31, I don't even know. Anyway, so she kind of like takes a step back from me in the kitchen, and her dogs start like really jumping on me, and not like giving me, like, not like licking my face or anything. Like, they were kind of like, they were nipping, they were biting, and she just starts laughing, and like maniacally laughing. Like, I didn't know what I was. So I was high. I was 3 hours away. I couldn't remember how old I was. And I swear to God, I thought this woman was like backing up to like hit a lever that was going to open a hatch below me, and then the dogs were just going to dive in and just fucking eat me alive. So that kind of went on for like 10 minutes. And then she finally like pushed the dogs off. And yeah, then we had like really great sex for like 6 hours. Then I drove home like right after that. She ended up moving much closer to me, and we chat from time to time. Our kids hang out. We don't fool around anymore, but like, that's fine. That's not a big deal. That was just like the wildest experience. I don't even think I've told her that before. She's like a good friend of mine now. But dude, that's Dog Girl. So that's the moral of the story is don't necessarily sleep with girls that have 5 dogs that are in total like double your body weight, because you cannot overpower them. And like I'm not gonna hit a dog, you know. If I have a woman that's being aggressive towards me, like, yeah, I'm gonna defend myself, but a dog? No, I don't think so. I could never do that to a little homie. So that's Dog Girl. Any questions? She had an incredible body. I remember that was like the one thing I kept saying that night. I'm like, I can't believe. I couldn't even believe this. And I know, like, I'm a hot single dad. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I can't hit a dog, but I can hit a woman. And I'm not saying I'm going to initiate hitting a woman, but I will definitely defend myself if that's what's gonna happen, you know? Yo, these bats are fucking annoying. I should probably stun them up. Just gotta keep some begging strips in your pocket. I don't want it anywhere near my crotch. Are you kidding me? That's insane. That's insane, Garot. I was listening to Herbvender's stream earlier today, and he goes, "Yeah, dude, dog treats are so fucking expensive. I kept putting them into my ex-wife's breakfast burritos, and it's just like it really got out of hand for how expensive it was." He later clarified that he neither had an ex-wife or fed any partner begging strips, so it's good to know. I'm so upset my power just went out and my PC came on and updated Windows 11. Why are you upset by that? Windows 11 isn't actually that bad. I just like reallocated storage space on mine to upgrade it. I think tonight it's gonna upgrade. Unless it fucked up your install. But you were holding on. Oh, okay. That's weird because like you have to manually initiate the Windows 11 install. Windows 10 holdout. I don't like Windows 10. It's very clunky. It's so like it just feels like I don't own my own machine. Like no matter what I do, there's always like some setting on there that's just like, nope. Microsoft is in charge of this, bitch. Bitch. It is back up and okay. I have a laptop with Win 11. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah. So if you ever meet a dog girl in your life, definitely befriend them. But don't get too close, or the dogs will eat you. Yo, so Foot Girl. Okay, so I'm looking at this list again. I would say in terms of like actual craziness, I would say Foot Girl and Flight Attendant. Oh wait, there's another one. There's the really hot goth girl. Oh my god, I miss her. On tonight's stream, Milkkrates reveals what a whore he's been over the last 2 years. Foot Girl's actually a very similar story to Dog Girl, where it's just like seemingly, you know, like met on dating app. You know, she was seemingly cool. I'll say seemingly cool. Also lived 3 hours away. I didn't learn my lesson the first time. That one's a little crazy. So like, she was really cool, similar taste in music, kind of. Anyway, yeah, what? 50 less attack power? Fuck you, bud. we decide that like, we're gonna meet at an Applebee's. I forget if it was an Applebee's or a Chili's. It was one of those two. Like near where she lived. And so I drove out there. And again, this is like within a day or two of me starting to talk with them. I get there, you know, I seat myself at the bar. I get a drink. I send her a text message and I'm just like, hey, what's up? I just got here, you know, no rush. Just letting you know. Foot girl on what side of the Delaware? The good side or the bad side? That's the bad side. Very much the bad side. And right, so I'm texting her. I'm like, you know, it's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes after, you know, like we had agreed to meet, and she's like pretty close. She's like not super far from it. And so I finally call her, and she's like, oh my God, I got a flat tire on my way there. My uncle's on the way to pick me up. You know, I'll be there soon. And I was like, oh, okay. This is a little strange, but whatever. I'm sorry to hear about your tire. So, you know, I would say like 30 minutes goes by. She finally shows up. We get a high top table next to the bar because I'm not far from it. Yeah, this is a great IPA weirdo. But again, like I'm not kink shaming here. It's just like the circumstances under which these things happened to me, like without my consent, was just like kind of fucked. So like seemingly normal, like good, you know, pleasantries exchanged. We sit at this high top table near the like right in the bar section of this Applebee's, and like we're just chit-chatting. We're not talking about like anything spicy or like out of the ordinary. And then out of nowhere, this girl takes her foot out of her shoe and puts it directly on my cock, like directly on top of it. And she's like, do you want me to rub it? And I'm like, just in shock that this is like, I just met this person 20 minutes ago. I've been talking to them for a day. We are in a public place. We are at a Chili's, not at a booth, at the high top tables that is like completely open to everybody. And like, we did not exchange like what we're into or not into up to that point, to that end. And so I had to take my hand and fucking touch this like sweaty foot to get it off of my penis. Ma'am, this is a fucking Chili's. Applebee's, whatever. It's the same thing. And so I like had to like politely decline that situation because I didn't want it to be like awkward for her and like make it seem like I was like shaming or like weirded out by it. Because again, like we clearly both had the same goal in mind. And so like I had to pick up her foot and I was like, I'm sorry, like no, like I don't want that. And like and that doesn't mean anything like in direct defense of you, you know, in so many words. And she like looked so dejected and was just like, oh, okay. And then like we continued on with the night. Meanwhile, like I'm gonna remind you that this girl was dropped off by her uncle. So you know the idea is that I would bring her back to her place, right? And if that things were gonna be working out, like that's when it would be. Oh, dude, it's time. I'm on my way, finishing telling the story about Foot Girl. So like she was like a little fucking, you know, a little upset by the shit happening, and like I tried to do my best to kind of like change the direction of the subject so it wasn't like lingering, right? And so we finally like things like perk up, you know, because it's just like, you know, I was still into I was still into the idea of like, yeah, I'll go back to your place and like we can fuck the hell out of each other and then we can go on our merry ways. Like there wasn't really much to it. So, right, we got like 2 red flags so far, right? That she had said, you know, like she was dropped off. And like, I don't know if that story was like true or not or whatever. I like to believe that it was. But if it wasn't, that she had different circumstances and she got a ride or something to the bar that we were at, like, you know, I could have just picked her up. That would have been no big deal. And then obviously the lack of consent in touching my penis with her foot within the first 20 minutes of us meeting, pretty big red flag. It's all right. We conclude our time at the Applebee's, and I drive her to her house, and she's like, oh, do you want to come inside and like we can smoke some weed and watch some trashy TV? And I was like, that sounds great. So we go inside, and I want you to, okay. So like I'm 33. When I was a kid and I was going to my friends' houses, Home Goods and like TJ Maxx were kind of like reaching their like climax of being like the home goods, like the home decorating stores. And so like everybody's friend's mom decorated their house in the same kind of fucking campy, chicy type of way. I walk inside this house and I swear to God, it was as if I was at my friend's mom's house. Yeah, like, you know, and it like it just threw me off the moment I walked inside because it had that fucking scent, that smell of perfume. You know, like that, I don't know what the hell it was, really. I'm gonna avoid Darrowshire. And I was just like taken aback by it. Like it felt like I was about to sleep with my friend's mom, which like I don't want to do because like my friend's moms I would consider like motherly, you know, like towards me as a kid. So anyway, moving past that, this girl also had an entire wall. Like, so you walk into the house and it's just like wall to wall, like Home Goods, TJ Maxx, like it's just craziness everywhere. And then on the far wall to the left, in this like living room area that we walked into, was like a shrine to Jesus Christ. Like she fucking loved JC, and I didn't know that. That's not really a big deal, but like, dude, it's like she's the same age as me, right? So like she's 32, I'm 32, and it's like every depiction of Jesus that you could have fucking imagined. Like I'm pretty sure there's a Korean Jesus up there. And yeah, so I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? This is a little much for me. This is a lot to take in. And this person now wants, you know, like clearly wants sex or something. Like she's after something. Korean Jesus. So like she just immediately goes, plops down, right? Everything's normal. This is her house. This is her life. I'm literally just partaking in it. Fucking, she sits on like this lazy boy recliner. I sit on the couch next to her. There's like a table between us. She takes out a bowl and just packs it. She takes a hit. She's like, "Hey, do you want some?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" I'm honestly like a little stressed out at this point. So I take a hit. I think she puts on. I couldn't even like tell you at this point what it was, because I'm like I'm just so out of my element. And we're hanging out, and she's just like packing the bowl, and packing the bowl, and packing the bowl, dude, and packing the bowl, and like fucking 7 bowls later, she's like, "Did you want to smoke anymore?" And I'm like, "No, I'm kind of like a pussy. Like I'm kind of like a baby when it comes to this stuff. Like I'm one and done, and like I'll be good. Like I'll feel high, you know. I'm still with it, still verbal, feeling good." And she was like, "Oh, okay." 5 minutes goes by, and I just hear from upstairs, like... And meanwhile, when we got there, this fucking lady told me she lives alone. And so, how many flags are we up to right now? How many red flags are we up to right now? Right. So like showed up under different means that which we had agreed on, which again, like that's not really a big deal. But if she ended up kind of being a liar, which like now she kind of is, after telling me that she lives alone and there's clearly someone else there, like I'm freaked the fuck out. And I was like, what is that? And she just goes so nonchalantly, because again, this is just her life. I'm just here. Not a big deal. Just goes, oh, I'm so sorry. That's my dad. I take care of him. He's like, you know, he's sick. He's got like XYZ issues. You know, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she goes on to show me her staircase. And there's a fucking chairlift on the staircase because her dad goes up and down the staircase. And like, I didn't notice that when we first, when I first got there. So like, you can queue us in the LFG tool for yeah, I just didn't notice it, I think, because I was just so taken aback by the decorations, like this smell in there. And it wasn't a bad smell, it was just like very overwhelming. And the wall of Jesus. And so she's just very nonchalant, like, oh, yeah, it's just my dad. And like, I take care of him. And she kind of felt like she was almost like ashamed by it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I told her, as if I was like giving her like constructive feedback of when she's trying to seduce men in the future. I was like, maybe just a heads up and just like let the people know that are like kind of new to you coming over your house for the first time that like that's your life. Like, don't be ashamed of it. I'm like, I'm cool with it. I was not cool with it in total. Cool with it in the individual sense. So anyway, we get over that weird hump. And then she finally fucking drops the bomb on me. And she just goes, she's like, oh, I had such a good time with you tonight. And I was like, oh yeah, it was I had a, very, very interesting time. And she goes, yeah, sorry about the whole like foot thing earlier. And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, if you had just asked me, like, at least I would have had the chance to say no. And I don't think it would have been like a thing, And I said, like, I was like, I'm not like, I am not inherently against like feet, I'm not a foot guy by trade. I'm not gonna suck your toes, but like, dude, footy is footy. Okay, $20 is $20. You can't say no to that. Her response, I didn't say $20 is $20 or footy is footy, but I was like, sure, it feels good. She goes, oh, well, kind of like unfortunate because I just told her like I'm not gonna play with her feet. She goes, the only way I can achieve an orgasm is if my feet are tickled. And so at that point, I think like I had one of those like coming to Jesus moments where like all of it just like all of it hit me at once. And I was like, oh my God, what am I doing here? And I was like, I'm in shock at this point. Like, I'm still in shock about this. I don't think I've processed this event specifically in full because of just like how surreal it was. So at any rate, like, I'm at her house. I'm fucking high. Her dad is upstairs. She just told me that the only way that she can come is if I tickle her feet. And like, I don't want to do that. Like, that's not really cool. Like, again, like if I had known this person a little bit longer, and it was just all so fast and so sudden without kind of that opportunity for like, the back and forth there. I had a time with you too. That I think I was just like, I really, really caught off guard. And I was just like, oh, yeah, that's, wow. Like, I don't even think I really responded to her after she told me that, like, I was like, that's so interesting. And in the back of my head, I was just like, well, I'm curious how she got to there and how long.
What are you looking for?
Here, oh, okay. I'm leader now. Dungeon, wait, hold on, back West zones. Wait. I'm gonna walk you through this. I'm too high level. QQ us for Hinterlands. Who fucking farted, dude? So, at this point, I am like trying to figure out a way to get out of this house. I'm trying to figure out a way to get out of this fucking situation. Like, I just so many thoughts filling my head at this point. And so I just tell her, I'm like, that's really, like, I didn't say crazy. I said, I feel like I said crazy, but I don't want to believe that I said that. That's crazy. Maybe I said it in a way of like, it's impressive. Like, that's impressive that's how you come. That's weird. And so I asked to use the bathroom. And I'm in the bathroom, and like I just said I had to take a piss, so like I knew I had like 90 seconds tops. And I'm texting my homies, and I'm like, please, one of you precipitate a fucking crisis for me so I can get the fuck out of here, please. I was like, I will explain everything if you can just call me and just get me the fuck out of where I am right now. And so they did. None of my homies responded, which kind of sucks. I got a call like 45 minutes later when I was already in the car. I walked out of that bathroom and I was like, listen, I'm not feeling like, I don't think this is really for me. Like, I don't, and I'm like, it's nothing against you. It's kind of like everything surrounding it, you know? Yeah. So like I was just like I think I'm just gonna have to go because I was just like it's getting late, you know, I'm gonna have to drive home. It's like 3 hours. And I got in my car and I screamed for fucking 20 minutes. But I'm looking like and then like later that week I was looking back on it and I'm thinking about it and I'm like, damn, I probably let go of what could have been the best foot job of my life. So that's your lesson learned. Okay. That's Foot Girl, guys. Please give me your comments, your questions. Someone clap. Okay, so click the eyeball. Quests and zones. Yeah, you got it. Did you see her dad? No, I did not. I did not see her dad. I did not want to see that person's dad. I'm helping Herbvendor do the Jinta Allure quest, because right now he's like 50. Oh, he's 50. And it's like a full level. I was telling him earlier, I was like, this is like a full level of experience. You definitely should do it. I gotta pull up his stream in the background so I can kind of hear him. I guess. I don't know. Oh, he's not streaming. Ugh. So if you didn't get to meet her dad, you definitely, he definitely didn't do. Yeah. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Nice. I didn't. I like a dua da cha cha. Oh my god, fuck yes. Okay. Oh, because he's Herbvendor TV. That's the problem. That's the problem. How are you? Yo, if you guys... Woo! If you guys don't follow, what's his name? Herbvendor. Definitely give him a look. Hold on. I can't do a shout out like this? I'm scared this isn't gonna work. It doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. Come on. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit, dude. Ugh. It doesn't work. Do you know what? Can I give you I'm gonna set you up on Stream Elements, Onion. Would you be able to go on there and just turn on that command? I don't know if it's a custom one or not. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Missy. Oh, you are set up on there, by the way. Let's see. Hold on. Christ. I'm starting to like require a second monitor because this is getting a little absurd for me. I'm jumping around so fucking much.
Kids, you stupid motherfuckers! What the hell's wrong with you kids? Kids, you gotta keep your meat ice cold. I know you like your bologna soft, but if it gets too warm, it's gonna spoil and start to stink the place up. And I know you don't want that. So come on, do it for me. Keep that meat cool. And chill out.
Oh, hell yeah. Hold on, I'm lagging so hard right now. We're just gonna listen to this. This is amazing. This is like my fucking type of jam right here.
Quite common in these lands. Man, sorry guys, I'm like really tired. I'm gonna wake myself up.
think I read past the thing. I did. Let me see. Let me see if I can help you out with this.
Leonardo. Goose, you and me both. There was a period of time, like last year, early on, where the developers were talking about doing a release for Classic Era of as much as they could, but they ended up not. It's kind of disappointing. A lot of missed potential fun, I should say.
If you go over, when you're on the Stream Elements page, if you click... If you click on, like where it says you as the owner of something, if you click that, you'll see other channels. Here, you know, I'm sending you a link right now. Yep, yeah, that's where I did it, yep. Just DM'd you.
I don't see anything down there. Where are the tools? I think probably someone got them. This is okay. We gotta kill these things anyway. We have cannibalistic cousins.
You should have a bot manager.
Oh, if there's a tank you do?
I think it's just SO. Well, I don't think you have access to do that here. Oh, I see. That's so weird.
Somebody almost died, dude. Stuff in that.
Oh, I see. There you go. Check him out. We'll go back to our music. You're editing the wrong channel. Oh, it just gave you access. It didn't put you over. No, I know how, okay, listen. I know how to enable them. When I went over to the modules and the bot commands, shout out wasn't there. That was my problem. I have to make one under custom commands? How do, okay, all right, I'll take a look at it. Jaunty, how we doing, man? Sorry, I'm playing with Herbvendor right now. And we're trying to set up a group for him to go get fucking Jintal lore, dude. It's 4:30 a.m. I gotta sleep, dude. Go to bed, baby boy. We will still be here. Tonight's a short stream anyway. I just wanted to get on. Just to get on. Just to say that I did. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. Yo. Hold on a sec. Fucking... Everybody, you should know about Jaunty. This guy fucking rules. If you haven't seen him, he's the homie from the other side of the pond. He's a cool guy. Check him out. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Oh, dude. But Herbvendor's one of the dudes from OnlyFists that I was telling you about. He's good. He's good. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy your channel points. Fucking tearing it up today, dude. Wait, what is this song that we're listening to right now? Parade of the Winter Soldiers. Guys, what the fuck? Oh. God, my fucking neck goosey over here, dude. So I was an Omer with Manko earlier tanking. Told the dude, it's been years. If I'm so lost, I'll let you know. And he goes, if I'll tell you the way if you call me daddy once. My reply was something along the line like, I won't call you daddy, but if you're good, I'll call you my good girl. Holy shit. Did you touch his penis afterwards? Also, who's Manko? Let's pretend like I don't know anything. How many more we got on the list? So I've added 2. I've told 2 and I've added 2. So the list has not changed. Manko was one of the DPS that died in Tyler 1's raid. That's funny. That's funny to me. That's great, dude. That's great. So did you call him a good girl by the end of it? That's pretty tight, though. I hope you ended up calling him a good girl at the end of it. Is there any blood up here? So this healer is saying that they're gonna leave in 10 minutes. So I'm saying like we're clearing this in fucking 10 minutes. This guy is being such a little weenie. Dude, my watch. I've calibrated my watch to this. Yo, Draz, welcome on in, buddy. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. I hope you got to see the video. Man, just trying to come out here, help out Herbvendor. Dude literally joined and said after we got here and started already, he said that he didn't have the quests, and then he was like, I'm only gonna stay here for 10 minutes, and then he's complaining because like I'm 60 and he's getting not a lot of XP. Been busy, car broke down today, so it won't be on as much as I thought as before with public transport. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Is your car okay? Basically a write-off for someone on a fixed income. I get you. Alas, won't no, dude, absolutely, you're fine, man. Not bringing down the stream at all, man. I hope your situation gets better with your car. I totally understand the public transport thing. When I get into the city, I work at one of the hospitals in the city, and like when I get in, I never want to use my car, and so I always end up using public transport. This is a great place for me to level my crossbows. Dude, the grind is real, man. Never stops. Never stops, even IRL. How's your little one doing after the week so far? She's doing okay. She was really, really sad today when I had to go drop her off at daycare. But when I picked her up, she was less sad, I guess. So, not, you know, she made it through. She's feeling better, though. Thank you for asking. She's doing good. She's got, like, just, like, chest congestion now. Thank you. Just got 50 silver for stopping to heal a mage who was about to die from an elite yeti, dude. Good begets good, you know? Charge 50 gold next time. Jesus Christ, dude. You guys can't see what's going on in this party chat, but this dude is like, hold on, let me just put this in a different window. He goes, hiya, a tad low, but 60 rogue can carry us. I said, yeah, we'll be okay. And I said, yeah, we'll be fine, mon. So I've done these quests, just want XP, FYI. Oh, with this 60, I'm not getting much XP. This is literally in the span of like 2 minutes, by the way. I'm not getting much XP. Can we get another healer who needs the quests? And then he kind of continues on. And I said, looks like we're clearing the whole thing in 10 gens. Buckle up. Then he goes, 4 minutes. I'm saying, tick tock, let's go. Herbvendor says we're living in a Laszlo's world, dude. So anyway, he's basically said like, sorry, I shouldn't have answered, you know, for the invite. And we're like, yeah, no, it's fine. And now he just goes, please refrain from hellfiring to the best of your abilities, please. Dude is something else, man. This guy's not having a good time today. By the time I'm 40, it'll be 10 gold. 50 gold at 60. Oh, yeah. Inflation, baby. No. Were you on today for Oni buff at 620? I yelled your name when someone said onion in their name and got the cold shoulder. I was on, but it wasn't me. My character's name is Mugriath. Oh, yo, Garot. Croissant is playing Cataclysm right now. Someone should whisper him and say, "Yo, Milk said if you come in and resub with," and he did it with Twitch Prime, he'll shave his fucking head right now. Would have thought it's 52 plus for the 60. Maybe I'm just thinking PoE. Wait, what? What's that? We'll still play Cata Classic in 2025. Oh no, you guys aren't Battle.net friends for some reason. Can I pull up his like? I don't have his like his name number. I just have his name. Part of me wants to level a character in Cataclassic, not gonna lie. I will tell you that that's like the worst part of Cataclysm is the leveling. Oh my god. Already cleared the raids the first weeks it came out, so I won't be returning personally. Same with Mop. I did when it was live. I'm all done with the classic realms outside of hardcore. Yeah, I feel like I do want to do. I'm excited for TBC. I didn't get to do any of this. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, everyone's just calling Dream Scythe the TBC lobby. I'm very, very psyched for that. I actually don't even know what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play the rogue, I know that, but I don't know if I want to main the rogue. I don't know how much longer I can hit just Sinister Strike. I'm gonna have the strongest fucking middle fingers this side of the Mississippi. Oh, yo, we can talk about, nah, none of them really... Actually, Therapist's story kind of fits that. But I feel like I should tell Goth Girl's story first, because that's more relevant to then the Therapist. It kind of leads into each other here. Honestly, when my gang retires, I will be retiring from WoW for a bit. Okay, rotate games, fair. And retail hasn't intrigued me since October. Heroic Queen was good enough for me. Heroic Queen was one of the hardest fucking boss I ever fought in my goddamn life, dude. I'm actually, so like... Draz, you weren't here when I hit 60 last night, so we were talking about like what's next for me. I'm gonna make an alt that's just gonna be an alt just for me. I'm gonna make the hardcore challenge, the priest that we were kind of working on a little bit earlier last week, and I'm gonna be swapping into retail a little bit more. So We're gonna be doing that. Oh, I also have my warrior on Dream Scythe that I need to finish. If you level a new retail tune, let me know. I will join you. Okay. I don't know if I will level a new retail tune. Actually, I am leveling a new retail tune. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm leveling a monk right now. I am legitimately doing that. So if you want to do that, I'm down. You can pocket tank or heal. Okay. I want a DPS on the monk, and so I would like to do that. So I never got to play monk DPS. I did get to play monk tank, but not heals.
I owe you one.
Paladin main. Okay, cool. Haven't played Proth this season. Ignore 636 max. Fresh. Yeah. Cool. Love it. I join ya, but I don't have the current expansion. I have to stop at the end of Dragonflight. Yeah. That's what I like. I think I'm gonna play out the rogue and just stay on hardcore for like the rest of the up until Wednesday. And I think starting Wednesday I'll swap over to Dream Scythe or retail, kind of get reacquainted with like all of that. I did hop on the warrior for like 20 minutes today, and she still fucking slaps, dude. So much fun. You got Keystone Master on 3 tunes, and I was done with it. To retail till the next expansion. That's fair, man. I kind of want to get back in, see if I can maybe eke out a cutting edge before 11-1. I don't think I'm gonna get duelist in time because I'm a warlock, and I feel like the PvP like gear scaling is so fucked. Like it would take so long to kind of get like a solid set of PvP gear. I think I already got Keystone Master, but I think I would really like to get like 3k IO. If I'm really gonna go in and like get sweaty with it, I might as well, kind of thing. You know, so many GDKP raid carry groups. Endgame isn't fun without a full group of friends and guildies. Agreed. Yeah. Yeah, I had a guild. Those were raid lead of, and it kind of fell apart. And then the last time I talked to them, I was just like, Twitch's hottest single dad is now live. Like 2 of them joined. You got Keystone Lightmaster, dude. Every time I see KSM, I immediately think Keystone Lightmaster. It's so good. In the lobby. Dude, my nose is so itchy. Hold on. Oh, so you want to hear? Okay, you want to hear mom and therapist. I tell goth girl before I tell therapist. And I feel like before I tell Goth Girl, I don't have to tell Flight Attendant. Goth Girl? Okay, so Goth Girl. So we're gonna go Goth Girl, then we'll go Mom, then we'll go Therapist to tie everything together. So Goth Girl, she was like, I don't know, like 9 years younger than me. And again, in my 30s, so like it's honestly not that weird. It wasn't, I guess, weird for her. At first, for me, it was a little weird, but really hot, big titty Goth Girl, right? Covered in tattoos, like has really cool hobbies that are like interesting and all this other shit. And girl is like obsessed with me. And like when I mean like obsessed with me, I mean like she wanted to hear from me all the time. She wanted to like talk to me on the phone. Like we hadn't even met, right? So it was just like immediately filth. Like the moment that we started talking, but just like all of the terrible things that I would do to her and blah 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 blah. So we make a plan to like meet up after like a week of talking. And I ask her, I was like, hey, do you want to try, and this is before she gets here. I was like, do you want to try this like cool new thing that, you know, I feel like I haven't heard of this before from anyone else, but like I haven't done it before, so it would be cool. And she was like, oh, what do you want to do? And I was like, so we could do like a reverse date. And she goes, what entails a first date, a reverse date? And I was like, well, so basically like you come over my house and then we just like immediately just absolutely just go wild on each other. And then afterwards we get some dessert, and then we get dinner, and then we can do the activity, and then we continue on with our days. And she was like, that sounds like a great idea. And so this girl comes over to my place in Philly, and she hugged me for like a full 2 minutes, which was like a little weird because I was like, what's going on here? And she was like, oh my God, you're real. I can't believe it, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yep, that's me. And then within 4 minutes after that, I had her feet like on my shoulders and just like, just absolutely taken to the house with this one. Because it was so fun. Like she was so hot and so into it. So I was like, cool, let's just get fucking weird. That was fine, right? The sex that we had right then, totally fine. Then we went out afterwards. Nani? We went out afterwards. We got some ice cream. And then I took her to my favorite pizza restaurant in the city, which is like, it's like a nicer place. They do like Detroit style pizzas, but it's like a modern kind of looking restaurant. And we get really shitty pizza. Like we get like, I've never had it before, but she was like, oh, I like mushrooms. And I was like, all right, we could try it. It was like a mushroom pizza, but it was just like a cheese layer and then fucking like mushroom soup, like squirted on top of it. And then like chopped mushrooms on top of that. Not great. Whatever. So we get back to my house at the end of the night, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're great. Like I can't." She's like, "I can't believe like we had such a good time." I'm like, "I know. This is actually like we were getting along like really well." I was a little concerned about her being that much younger than I, but like. Hold on. I need to take Herbvendor out of my ear. I actually just need to mute him for a sec because when I'm hearing someone else talk while I'm talking, I can't think straight. Anyway, so we get back to my house. We watch like a little bit of TV, and then I'm like, all right, let's go to bed. And I was like, we might as well consummate the date correctly. And so, you know, we started going at it again. Did she need to go back after lunch break? No. This is like really late at night. And so she like, you know, we start fooling around or whatever. And then she starts sucking me off, right? She's like, her head is like on like my belly. I'm laying down flat. And she just goes, oh my God, I love how big and fat your huge dick is. And she was like, oh yeah, I want that fat dick. Like, just completely out of character for her. It's like I had just a completely different voice and persona had overtaken her, and it just became like this, like she was starring in like an actual porn. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? I kind of like, at first I was like, okay, this is interesting and weird for me. And I thought she would stop, and she continued to talk like that with like my balls in her mouth. And like, dude, I'm all for it, but listen, guys, listen, all right? I have an average sized penis, right? I know that I do. I've had it my entire life. It hasn't changed at all. You know, it's gonna stay that size forever. And she would not shut up about how big my fucking dick was. And I was just like, it's the unrealism that does it for me. So like, we're partway through it and she's still going on. And like, I end up like going soft because I'm like, this is like taking me so out of it that like I can't even like fucking concentrate. And so like she's like, oh, it's okay, like we're probably just tired, and like, well, you know, she's sleeping over. She's like, we could just fuck around more in the morning. And I was like, okay. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, if I wake up to like, oh my god, your huge dick, I was like, this is not gonna fucking work. Lo and behold, oh, she also told me that night that she wanted me to wake her up with, in the morning, with like me inside of her. Which, like, again, that is like, if you're doing those sorts of things, it's like, you know, consent is super important. You know, that like she was telling me that, and I still woke her up before I did that because I was like, I don't know if I could really get down with that, you know, like it just seems a little So anyway, I wake her up in the morning, and because she was barely awake, she didn't say a thing, and that was pretty cool. So that was great. And then later on, before she left, she wanted to give me another blowjob or whatever, because this girl's insatiable. And so she goes right back into like the porn actress persona, and I'm like, I can't do it. I kind of like, I was laying back, so I had my hands like this, but I was covering my ears so I could stop hearing her. Oh my god. Oh, I told Herb to get the thing earlier. Milk is so hardcore right now. Right, so that was the goth girl, and that was also pretty early on. She was after flight attendant, but Thank you for that. Thank you for that. We need this Twitch button. Oh, please stop sucking my dick. Dude. So she's a sweet girl, dude, and she's so nice. And like it's literally that, right? Everything else about the situation was like, I couldn't believe that it was happening to me, because it's always, you know, it's kind of like, it's almost like a meme where it's like the single dad gets a hot goth girl kind of thing, and I just like, I couldn't fucking believe it, right? The true answer: keep that shit filled or choke her. The problem is that even when it was filled, she was still talking through it. She was a mouthy broad. I'm also really into that. So like, did she have small hands? I would say so. She was like, I don't know, she's probably like an inch or so shorter than me. So like, I would say small for her height, but like she definitely had smaller hands. Was she laying down or was I laying down? Yo, 2 mithril spurs. Holy shit. Right, so laying down or no, standing up with her platform boots on. She was about an inch shorter than me. She also didn't like come forward immediately and just be like, yeah, I want to peg you. Which, like, I think we were talking about it later that like when we were out. And I definitely had told her, I was like, if I had a partner that was like really into it, and I'm talking about like a long-term partner, then I would be like, yeah, we can try it. Let's see what happens. I don't think it's gonna do much for me, you know. Like a strategic thumb can do wonders, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Right? So that's the goth girl story. She was great, and then like she left, and then she wanted to like continue like seeing each other, and like, because I kind of have this crazy schedule where I'm going back and forth, she was like, you know, we couldn't really find the time, and then she just kind of got like disinterested, right? So that was Goth Girl Story. The important part of Goth Girl Story, which is where Mom Story comes in, the mom, the MILF. Is the concept of the reverse date, where you meet with someone and then within, I would say, like 4 to 5 minutes of like, all right, like you meet with someone, they come to your place first, and within like 4 to 5 minutes, like you're hold on, thank fuck no one was MC'd, because Milk would have cooked. What's going on? I feel like we're getting a lot more mobs all of a sudden. Things are not so chill over here. Hold on a sec. Okay, so right, so that's reverse date. So anyway, we have the MILF, the mom. She's someone that I met. I think it was either Facebook dating or Hinge. So like, yeah, she lived in the same city as me, same age, you know, professional. Professional as in she had a full-time job. Imagine Milk gets MC'd, pop CDs, and just slaughters all 4 of them. Oh my god. Dude, that would be so awkward. That would be so, you know what? Just for that, I'm gonna wear my PvP trinket now. Right, so the mom story, she right, I established all those details. What the fuck? And so like her thing was like her and I had the same custody, like off time schedule. So like whenever she was free, I was free. So it was like kind of cool. And so like she was really excited to meet, and I explained to her the you know, the whole reverse date thing, and you know, like what she kind of wanted to do, and she was like, yeah, let's do that. Like, I 100% want to do that. It's been forever, blah blah blah, all these things. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll cook. And she comes over, and I swear to God, like I was inside of her within like 60 seconds. It was that was like the record of just like, I fucking a rhythm, a jism, in that order. You rhythm, then you jism. So like, dude, I don't even know, man. She literally like walked into my house. I'm like, oh, it's great to meet you. She was like, great. Can we make out? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then like her clothes were off almost like immediately. She had a great butt. She was really nice. She kind of had some really shitty takes, which is kind of why I wasn't really super into it later on. Oh, they need those two. Okay, we're gonna just have to clear this whole fucking camp. Gone in 60 seconds. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, basically. Inside in 60 seconds. Yeah. And then after that, we went to a coffee shop. And it almost felt like awkward. Because it was like, I've already seen this person naked and I've been inside of them. And I was like, I really don't know like the first thing about them. Like, that's probably the closest to like random sex that I think I've ever had. Yeah. She didn't end up kind of working out because like hers and I schedule were the same when like we first started talking, but then like a week or two later, you just do it. She was like, "Oh, I'm moving out of the city. We're changing our whole schedule." I'm gonna be real though, moms are good at jumping right in and getting what they want because they don't got time to play around. Yeah, I guess so. They also don't really want to miss an opportunity, you know. I think that's kind of where I was taking that. Yeah, but it was fine. I mean, it was fine because like she was cool and interesting, and then that like those things happened and we kind of stopped talking for a little while. But then like right before she was about to move out of the city, she called me and she was like really drunk, and she was like, how do I tell my neighbor that I want to sleep with her? And I was like, oh my god, what are you telling me right now? And she was just like, yeah, my neighbor, I'm pretty sure she does like OnlyFans, and like we get drunk together, and like I know she thinks I'm hot. And I'm like, can you FaceTime me right now? And so she FaceTimed me with her neighbor, and her neighbor was like really fucking hot. Like, I was like, damn, Daniel, like that's fucking wild, like crazy hot. So, and then on that FaceTime call, they ended up making out. It was really hot. And then I was like, can I come over? And she said, yeah. But not the neighbor didn't say yes, but she also didn't say no. I ended up not going over. But we said later on, like, it was just like we were texting like later that night. And she was reading her text to her neighbor. I was like, yeah, haha. I'll manage your OnlyFans for you guys. And the neighbor was like, oh, no shit. Like, let's do it. I was like, oh, okay. Gotta get the other bones back upstairs. We're going the complete wrong way. That's pretty much the whole mom story, really. There was like not too much to it. You know, it was just like that was the fastest I went from meeting someone to being inside of them ever in my life. And yeah, that's the mom story. The therapist story is also very similar, but she was queer. And I don't mean like in like a haha queer way. Like she was like she like identified as queer. Man's bricked up under the desk, distracted. No, I'm trying to like play video game and continue to be top DPS for these guys because I said like I would help them. Like I'm not getting anything out of this. Like I'm getting, oh actually I've gotten like 3 gold since I've been here. It's not bad. So So yeah, the therapist, right? So she was queer. She was cool. She still lives like 4 blocks away from me. And her whole thing was like, she hadn't slept with a man in like, I don't know, I guess a couple months, which I guess is a long time for some people. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we can come over to my house. And she came over to my house, and I forgot that, like, I hadn't cleaned up my living room downstairs. So I was like, oh, I don't want to sound like I'm being too forward, but, like, do you just want to go hang out in my room? Like, I don't have, like, a couch or anything up there. It's just my bed, but we can do that. And so we went upstairs and asked each other 20 questions. And at the end of the 20 questions, she was like, can I sit on your face? And I was like, are you kidding me? Yes. And I mean literal, like, 20 questions as in, like, what do you do? Where are you from? Like, those kinds of, like, awkward, like, the social, like, the initial social questions of getting to know someone sort of thing. Yeah. That one was a quick one. She left. So okay, so wait, hold on. No, the thing about therapist was like, she came over, but then she was going to go hang out with her friends for a football game, and so we were time limited, and so I actually didn't get to fuck her immediately, and so like we did that. We just fucked around for I think like an hour and a half, and then she texted me like really drunk later in the day and asked if she could come back over, so I could, and to her words, finish the job. And I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. If you had just shown up on my doorstep anyway, like that would have been just as cool too. So yeah, she came over like 4 hours later, and yeah, it was great. Good times. So the only one I think, like I said, we just went through 3 of those stories. They're not as crazy and powerful as you might think they are. Flight attendant is fucking wild. That one is like that one was like a marathon of a fucking a day and a night for me, and I didn't end up like sleeping with that person. Like that's the craziest part about the whole thing, you know. So, flight attendant, as you could have guessed, she was a nurse. No, so she was a flight attendant, and our tastes in music were like fucking identical. Like I hadn't at that point, like, what's the word? What are the words I'm looking for right now? I hadn't learned about, what is it fucking called? It's the playlist on Spotify. When you like send someone the link and then they join it, it combines your taste in music and tells you like what you guys have in common and gives you like a percentage score. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Oh, Spotify, but that sounds... I don't know Spotify, but that sounds cool. I forget what it's called. Spotify Mixed? I could just open it and look. I'm literally reading chat on my fucking phone like an idiot. For your night, make me feel so happy. Where is it? Made for you. Oh, a blend. It's called a blend. You make a blend, right? So with this girl, if I made a blend with her, 100% guaranteed that it would have been like 99% of similar tastes in music. So she was a flight attendant and let on very early on. What else do y'all need? In terms of kills. She was like, hey, I'm a flight attendant, so I can fly for free pretty much anywhere. And whenever I fly and work, I'm also gaining miles where I can just like get somebody a comp seat. So we were like, let's go to Riot Fest, right? I think I was telling a little bit about like Riot Fest earlier, the other day, and it was this girl that was like going to fly us there, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll buy us like the hotel. She could get us hotel, and I was like, oh, I'll get us the festival tickets, just because like that's easy enough to take care of. I need this one too. So like that was the plan. Our plan was for us to like kind of see each other and go to shows in the city like throughout the summer, and then at the end of the summer was going to be Riot Fest, and she would get us the plane tickets and the hotels, and I would cover the festival tickets. And so we decided like, oh, okay. I was like, I'll take you out. There's there was a basement show at my friend's house, and I have a fun fact about that friend and whose house the show was at after the story. But you know, I was like, we can go out. I'll take you to like a cool place by me. If you want to pick a cool place by you, like we'll hit that up, and then we'll kind of like make our way slowly to the show. And so she was like, oh, that sounds like a great idea. So she had me meet her at a bar like near her house, which was a cool place. I've never been there before. And they have like a little cheese shop next to the fucking bar, which was pretty cool. So we go there. It's like late June, right? Like it's like fucking hot as fuck. And I get there and I'm like waiting for her, and I get inside, and I was just like, you know, I'm gonna drive us like here and there, so like I'm not gonna really drink a lot while we're out and about, but you know, do your thing, do whatever you gotta do. So I get and like it's hot, so when she gets there and we finally go inside together, because I had never gone there before. I just order a glass of water, right? I'm parched, I'm tired, and I wanna rehydrate. And so I get a glass of water. Girl gets a glass of fucking red wine, I think. She has 2 drinks while we're there. And I can't remember if she had a mixed drink first or wine. Red wine. We'll just say it's red wine. It doesn't really matter. I am thirsty, and I am like slugging the drink. I'm slugging the water because it's like fucking hot. I'm not even like halfway through the drink while we're like chatting or whatever, and I look at her wine and it's fucking empty. This girl finished a glass of wine faster than I could drink a cold glass of water while I'm fucking thirsty. Hold on, I want to make sure that Gars does this. He's an OnlyFangs Junior. That's funny. Wine is healthy, at least. Right, you'd think so, but then she orders a second drink. Which, like, at the time, I'm not, like, too concerned. But she's, like, definitely slugging drinks here. So I get a White Claw there, or I get like a, I think they're statesides. There's like a local version of it. Oh, I want to see what the fuck this is going. And she's had 2 drinks, right? And she's fine. She lets on very early that like she's from Alabama, her family's from Alabama, so they're like basically all alcoholics without saying that they're alcoholics. We go on, and I'm like, all right, this is cool. I'm chilling. It's no big deal. Somebody has 2 drinks the first time you meet somebody, and like, not all that big of a deal. So I'm like, all right, let's go. I was gonna take her to like a dive bar that I do karaoke at sometimes, and like they've got like good drinks and they have like apps and stuff, so it's like it's not bad. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go. I think that's it. Can we check for completion? At last. Hold on. Hold on. My group is doing something, so I just want to make sure I'm keeping up with them. So we go to the second bar. It's on the other side of the city. I drive us there. It's no big deal. We get there, and I'm like, you know. Wait, what the fuck? It's not behind us. We get there, we get inside. There's a jukebox. I tell her like there's that one fucking cocktail company. They make canned cocktails. I'm waiting for a few more points to send you a farewell TS relating to this story time night. Oh, absolutely. We're getting there. I'm gonna tell the rest of the story now because I don't have to focus on video game things. So we get to the bar. There's a jukebox. I go up to it. I tell her like, oh, just order me this cocktail. Like, no big deal. I put on a couple songs and then I sit back down. Cocktail drink is there, and I drink it. I'm like, oh, do we want to get some food? Because it's really only a chance that we're gonna eat before we go to the show, which is not like at a venue. So it's like it's not like we're gonna be able to get food. So she's like, oh yeah, sure. She orders us food, totally normal. Like things are like pretty chill. And then I finish my drink and I'm like, you know what? I got to take a piss. She was like, do you want me to order you another drink? And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll have a White Claw. Like I might as well start drinking. I'm only gonna drive us like another couple blocks before we're near the house, and then like after that, it's showtime. I'm gonna leave my car there. We're gonna take a lift back to my place or whatever, and do that. Blah 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 blah. So I go to the bathroom, and I come back, and I see a White Claw. And then I see 8 shots of well whiskey on the fucking table. And I'm like, yo, are you about to do 8 shots of whiskey? And she's like, oh no, I got these for us. I thought we could do them before we left. And I'm like, I know that I said that I'm going to have a drink and like drive us, but like, I don't want to be drunk driving to this fucking place. And she was like, so you're gonna make me drink all of them? And I'm like, no, I don't think that's healthy for you. So like I feel bad, and I'm like, you know, I'll have one. I will have one shot and the drink that I ordered, and that's it. This fucking girl proceeds to face all 7 shots in a row, back to 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 back. Dude, I have never in my life seen anybody drink like that in front of me before. Like, man or woman, doesn't fucking matter. Dude, like, that's insane. Hold on a sec, gotta lock in. Hold on a sec. Just trying to make sure that we don't get fucking mind controlled. Okay, so no, I didn't leave. I didn't leave at this point. This girl faced fucking 7 shots.
I love how big your DPS is, Daddy Milk. Your extra thick fists reaching the back of my meter, skull fucking those priests like a 12-year-old at a ditty party. Yes, Daddy, get out that baby oil. Get me harder with that fat clop while I keep talking until you run out of stamina in my mouth.
Oh my god. Alright, dude, TTS of the night goes to fucking Drazapam. Congratulations, buddy. I think I'm just gonna refund you your points if I fucking can. I'm gonna look into that. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. This girl faces 7 shots. Dude. It's amazing. A 12-year-old at a ditty party. Jesus Christ. Your extra thick fist reaching the back of my meter, skull fucking those priests like a 12-year-old at a ditty party. I think I might get that as a quote tattooed on my body somewhere. Maybe not. That's probably in poor taste. I fell in a hole. I fell in the wrong kind of hole. How do I get out of this fucking hole? Guys, I fell in a hole. Okay, where were we? Girl faced 7 shots of well whiskey, plus she also had a drink alongside of that. She's like now visibly drunk. I make another mistake. I make another, unforced error, we'll call it. And I say, after we left, because we left, I stuck with her. I said, hey, the show we're going to, and she already knew that it was a basement show, and it was like at my friend's house, and she was going to be meeting my friends. I was like, it's gonna be BYO, so maybe we should stop at like a bodega and pick up like a 6-pack or something. And she was like, oh, that's a great idea, like let's do that. And so in true fashion, hold on a sec, do you guys I'll stay around. I don't want to be leeching too much. I'll stay, but I should be out of the party, I guess. I thought these don't drop every time. So we're driving near the house. I'm trying to find parking near the bodega. And I'm like, why don't you, I couldn't find parking. So I was like, why don't you just run in and grab something, like for both of us. And then we'll be, that way, we'll be set. And meanwhile, I paid for the drinks. She paid for the drinks at the first place because I only had one. And then I paid for drinks at the second place, including the fucking 8 shots of well whiskey like a goddamn idiot. And so she goes in the bodega and she comes out with, and I just looped the block basically. She comes out with 8 double tall, double big boy cans of White Claw. And I'm like, yo, that's a lot of drinks. Dude, I was like, I don't know if the show's gonna be that long. And she, without skipping a beat, goes oh, sorry, I was just getting it for me. I thought you were gonna be able to find parking and get some for yourselves. And I'm like, yo, this girl has had 10 drinks up to this point and just bought herself another 16 alcoholic drinks. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's setting me up for some non-consensual kind of shit, you know? like I was getting a little concerned on that side because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do things with this person later if they're gonna be like fucking blackout drunk and carrying them around. Meanwhile, like she's carrying herself okay and like everything's fine. And I was like, oh, like she comes out with those drinks and I was like, oh no, like I can't really find parking. So I thought you would just like get drinks, you know, for both of us. And I had said that before she had walked in, like if she could just get us both stuff. So she like literally just goes, yeah, I guess it's fine. Like I could do that. And I was like, I'll probably only have like one or two anyway. Because again, like it's a first fucking date. I'm just trying to like get to know somebody, you know? Especially because we had literally planned to like... We had planned to like get together and like have multiple dates throughout the entire time. we get to the place where I haven't even got to the fucking hook of the story yet, right? If you're not on the hook yet. We get to the hook of the story. We get to the show. We get to my friend's house. My friend's fiance is there. My buddy is there. Friends from college are there. It's like, it's just a good time. And like, I introduced her as my date, you know, and she was social with everyone. And then I see my one friend from college. We'll call her Sandra. I hadn't seen Sandra in 10 years. And the last time that I saw Sandra, I had a big fucking fat wet crush on this girl. And she did too on me. But obviously like time and space and everything had happened between us. So like whatever. But we were close. Like we were cool. We never had done anything. And like I was just very surprised and shocked to have seen her there. And so like I went over to her and I was like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. How have you been? What are you up to? Yo, we just helped out we just helped out OnlyFists, guys. Herbvender's all done here. So you know, I'm chatting with Sandra and my date leans over to me and she goes, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't even like think about like the way that she had said it until like afterwards. Like, oh, that was a little weird. Of course. Anytime. We're going back to Western Plaguelands. So Sandra and I are just chatting while my date goes to the bathroom. And then she comes back down because it was upstairs from wherever she was. And like, she comes between Sandra and I to pick up a drink. She gives me a fucking look. She then walks to the other side of the house in the dark kitchen, cracks her drink, and then just like glares at me like she's really fucking mad. And I'm like, what's happening right now? I'm like, is this my fucking wife that I'm talking to? Like, what is happening to me? And so like, I kind of like pick up on this after like a minute or two, like while I'm still talking to Sandra. And I'm like, I'm sorry, just like, excuse me. I think something's wrong. I don't really know. I'll catch up with her. And so like, I conclude having a chat with Sandra. I walk over to my date and I'm like, hey, are you okay? And she's like almost nonverbal with how drunk she is at this point. And I try to like talk to her. I'm like, did something happen between like the bodega and here? Like maybe it was like having to share drinks or whatever else. And she finally comes out to tell me that she was very jealous that I was talking to another woman while I was on a date. And I was like, no, like that's my friend from college. I introduced you to her like 5 minutes ago. Like this is somebody I hadn't seen in over 10 years. And it's like, what do you call it? What do you call it? You're just friends, not sex partners, whatever. So I said that to her and she was like, okay, promise. And I was like, what am I promising on? Yes, they're a friend. I'm on a date here with you. That seems ridiculous. And then she comes in to kiss me and fucking bites my tongue and like basically bursts my tongue open like it's bleeding. And I'm like, ow. Like, that wasn't very pleasurable. What the fuck? No, not reunion. I mean, like, the type of relationship. where it's like you're just friendly with somebody. And I mean, you could use the same words if you're talking about your homie. She bites my tongue. I literally pulled back and I'm like, that fucking hurt. Like that wasn't hot. That wasn't cool. And like, luckily at that time, my buddy was like, hey, like our set's about to start. We're all going downstairs. So I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, thanks. So we go downstairs and it's a basement in a platonic. There it is. Platonic. Thank you guys. So we get downstairs. Fuck. And we're kind of like all standing in a line, and it's me, my date, Sandra, and my buddy Alex. And we're kind of standing like in like a diagonal line facing towards where the show is. And I'm just like talking. I'm talking with everybody. Like I hadn't seen some of these people. I felt like I was having a good time with my date, and you know, everything seemed fine and normal. The band started playing. My buddy's band started playing. Which, like, by the way, go, you know, shout out In Lieu of Roses. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna wait for a fucking ad break. I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait. Dude, Draz is out here fucking clip farming on me. Okay, you're back. Okay, good. I see that you're clip farming. So, so the band starts playing. 2 minutes into their set, she leans over to me and says, "Ugh, I have to go to the bathroom again." And like, kind of like slobbering over herself. Like she's kind of a fucking mess, dude. So at this point, I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm like really not focused on her anymore because like my friend's band started playing. That was the whole point of the night, was to be there to see the band play the music. So she goes back upstairs. And so like then I'm talking with Sandra and my other buddy, and we're kind of chit-chatting. The set continues on. And then my friend puts his hand on my shoulder and he pulls me in, and he's like, "Hey, didn't you come here with a date?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Dude, she left like 25 minutes ago." And I was like, "Oh shit." Like I got lost in the sauce of listening to the set that was going on, that I completely forgot she had gone to the bathroom. And he was like, "Do you want me to help you find her?" And I was like, "Yes, dude, please." So like I run upstairs, I run all the way up to the second floor of the house. I literally burst open the bathroom door. Luckily no one was in there. She wasn't there, because I'm thinking like this girl went to the bathroom, started puking, probably laid down on her back, threw up inside of her mouth, asphyxiated, and is now dying. I then like, you know, I'm like, she's not there. And he's like, "Let's go outside." We go outside, and like it's like a pretty big basement show. We go outside and there's like 40 people on the street, like they're all smoking cigarettes or whatever. And we kind of like walk through everybody trying to find her, and we couldn't fucking find her. And so I pull out my phone because I'm like, oh, I should probably maybe I'll just call her. And I have a text message from her 20 minutes earlier, which means 5 minutes after she had walked away, and said, "Sorry, I went home." So like, after all of that, after all of those red flags, she flagged herself and got the fuck out of there. Sounds like you dodged a bullet. If you can't enjoy life outside of the person, it's suffocating and not worth your time. I absolutely agree. Man. I absolutely agree. And I think like, I don't know, I look back on that experience, and that one was like easily the weirdest one out of all of those that I've shared so far tonight. Like the feet girl, that was like fucking weird, but if I had known that information ahead of time, like I would have been okay with it. The dog girl was weird at first, but it paid off in the end. And we're actually like really good friends. She plays WoW. Like we're buds, we're homies. Goth girl, honestly, I should have just bought earplugs. Right? Like if she had just pretended and smiled easing into your friend group, it could have been like one of the guys vibe. Instead she checked out in every sense. Yeah, but she was also really drunk, dude. Like she was fucking intoxicated, inebriated. She was fucked. She was so fucked. Like honestly, in that moment in the kitchen when she bit my tongue, I could have been like, you know what, let's just go back to my place. I think that was like what she was signaling to me. Was she was like, I'm done with being out and I just want to do the things and then, you know, piece it. And craziest thing is like a day went by. Put that cat back in her cage, basically. Like a day went by. I texted her the next day and I said, hey, you know, sorry that like things didn't work out. I don't know if you got like overwhelmed being around my friends or anything else, but like I still had a good time with you. So if you want to get together again, you know, I will consider that, just as long as you don't like ditch me in the middle of the date. She didn't respond for a day, and she just said like, yeah, I'm sorry, you know, I was just really drunk. And then I didn't respond that second day because I was kind of like mulling it over and like processing all of it. And then like I let another day go by. And then on the fourth day, I was like, yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm looking back at all of the things that had happened on our date. And I was like, I don't think that we'll actually get along as well as I think we might, or as well as you might think we would. And I was like, I don't want to like disappoint you or anything, but like, it is what it is. And she was like, she was seeing if she would go out with me like right then and there on the spot, as if to like reconcile. And I'm like, I don't really know. Like you kind of showed me who you were and I wasn't into it, you know, after thinking about it some more. And yeah, I never got to sleep with a flight attendant. So that's the story. Anyway, I think that's going to do it. I think it's going to do it for stream. I didn't really have anything planned. You know, like I was going to do an Ubers and then, you know, I was like chatting with Herbvendor earlier and I said that I would help him do this and there we go. We did it. Appreciate the stories. Gotta head to bed. Enjoy the clip. Post them on the Discord too. Left on the list tonight is nobody. We covered everybody that I was going to talk about tonight. But I have another 5 stories that I could tell. And then I think I'll keep it to like 5 or 6 stories a stream. And I could keep this up for probably like almost 2 weeks. So, yeah. Your man's was a whore, guys. I got around. I mean, I was like that in college, too. I was a fucking... My fortune cookie told me my entrepreneurial spirit will lead me to financial success and wealth. I think it's telling me to become the best herb farmer on the server. Okay, hit that. There's no insights on the gold market on TSM, but you can definitely make a shitload of money doing that. Herbing and shit. Hold on, let me put this down. Okay, so that is that. I think I do have to be careful telling some of the stories because some of those people are still in my life and like I do have respect for them. But I think for the walls, this story is really good on its own. So we'll talk about that one. She was so hot, nicest boobs in the world. Grom farming is like 80 gold per hour. That's fucking hot, dude. Who was the other one? The other really good one. There was Cali Girl, California Girl. That one was interesting. There was Maryland Girl. There's an add-on called Worth It. It can tell you the kind of gold per hour rates you can get by farming certain areas. If you have the routes, it will draw the route on the map so you can just farm and chill. Nice. That's fucking sick, dude. I don't know if I could do that though. I like grinding mobs for gold. Like Skinners for whelp scales. I do have another hot mom story. It just didn't pan out. That one's kind of like the one that got away for me, personally speaking. Good night, Drazabam, if you're still out there. I love you. Let's see. Have I been catfished in the last 2 years? There's teacher. There's teacher. Yeah, this will just become like my sexual exploits therapy. I'll just process all of it live. I'm gonna search through my phone and see what I don't delete the contacts from people. So even if I stop talking to them, I still have their contact, and I save them as like their name and then like how I remember them, or just something that like helps me kind of trigger my recall about them. Hot Mom 2, Electric Boogaloo. It's been a lot of moms, but it's kind of like that's the central point of their personality sort of thing. And it's like there's nothing against it or whatsoever. I mean, out of all of these, I mean nothing disparaging against these people. Like all of these people I found genuinely interesting, enough so to meet with them and copulate, as it were, if you will, if I may. But yeah. Oh, there's okay. Yes. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I might have told... Did I tell the story about the OnlyFans girl? Not tonight, I just mean like in general. I might have told it on another stream. I'll take that as a no. Okay, so I have 10 more. I just was adding to that list, so we have 10 more. As of right now, and then I'll go through my contacts and I'll add more there too. And I'm not gonna share any personal details about these people or anything else, but like, goddamn. And like all of this was kind of in the pursuit of finding someone to like develop a long-term relationship. Like I didn't want to just fuck around to fuck around kind of thing. Like I didn't want to be that. And I also was always forward with these people about like what my intentions were with them. So I didn't like mislead anybody in this too. I'm just trying to like cover like CYA right now, I feel like, because I don't want to come across as that like scummy sort of toxic, like, oh, he's like a fucking like a, you know, he just kind of fucks around. Because like I don't want that. I don't want people to think that that's what I'm about. But I think the song up there kind of is the underpinning of what we're talking about. So for now, I think that's it, guys. There's really good stream, solid stream. We got to help out the homie Herbvendor, and yeah, it was pretty fucking chill. Just sit tight. We'll go fucking raid him. Let me just make sure he's still online. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for me tonight. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm going to stick around for about 5 minutes, but we're going to go sit in Herbvendor's channel. I'll keep telling my stories about the women that I've slept with. I asked if I could. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much.